Any sight of the goal man shoot. Perform this excellent finish, I do it like Kane or Lukaku. Or like Beckham.
Pass the girls that tiki-taka, that's why they call us MSA. I'm on the block like winner, back road leger, fully paid on my inner. I fly past my head, top 10 of the motors, I wash like Sammy Khedira.
And I can still kick balls like Drogba, young and I've made big wins like Costa. Too far gone, can't catch me, Costa. I'm off, pace, Costa.
3 of the best, he's made them pay, and that completes a wonderful hat-trick.
Fulham, Brentford and Brighton. Cool. Who makes the 7th spot maybe?
Yeah, pretty much. Who makes the 7th spot?
Yeah, who makes 7th or who could even pip 6th or 5th or even 4th?
People say Brighton.
Fulham are out of the picture though, in my opinion though.
See, probably just about. I think they need to make sure to keep scoring goals, and that's but they do have one winger that's been scoring goals from recently. You see the one that scored the 2.
Solomon.
It's new though. Yeah, exactly.
Iranian, yeah.
Wait, before we start this video, make sure you like,
comment,
and subscribe. We would really appreciate it.
Cold still, but
Willian's doing okay, but no, I think Fulham are kind of out of the picture. They haven't got the quality the other two teams possess.
Yeah, but they did miss Paulinho in both of their games where they did drop points. I think they missed. So
I know you say that, but in terms of like quality of chances and stuff like that, Fulham still don't create that many with him in the team. And for me, I think it's Brighton the obvious choice for me, innit? I think Brentford
are another one though.
Brentford 12. They just went 12 games unbeaten, and then they lost to Everton at the weekend.
Yeah,
I know.
Exactly. If they didn't lose that game, it would have been like, oof. But then we got to credit Dyche as well. Like Dyche took points of Arsenal as well. Come on, Everton at home. I see them probably going on a streak of wins at home. Given
home field matters for their safety.
The next 2 games are Chelsea at home. And,
they'll beat Chelsea.
Who, Brentford?
Spurs.
No, Everton.
Oh, Everton.
They'll beat Chelsea.
But
they'll beat us as well.
The thing with Brentford and Brighton, they're capable of actually being the big 6.
Yeah. That's
maybe
the
not
thing.
Arsenal, and I think they're the only ones.
In terms of underlying numbers, and like you actually look deep into it, Brighton are, since the World Cup, have been the 3rd best like form team. Like
even
when you're just looking at numbers,
play, bro,
numbers, they've been the third best
the
team.
Football
in the
they
league.
play, the risks they take, it's just free. It's beautiful stuff to watch.
I'll just say that is mainly because of the 7-0 like proper hampered.
But
even without that, you take the top 3 out, then Brighton are like.
They've been comfortably. I would even argue the 4th best team after the World Cup.
If you play Brighton, you're scared. So that tells you a lot.
Exactly
Brentford, I don't feel that same fear for Brentford than I do for Brighton.
I can't lie, I do now.
I honestly
the pressing that they press so hard.
If you're looking at a night game away at Brentford, you're like, oh.
Because Arsenal rolled them over. That's why. Because you're seeing it from an Arsenal fan perspective. Anyone else in the big 6 would still like Brentford took points off City.
They took points off City. I'll be so real. I thought we would breeze Brentford. You know,
they honestly did till the last minute,
and they should have won that game. Kind of.
Brighton will be they'll annoy you because they're good football inside. Brentford will annoy you because they will run with heart for 90 minutes.
I know, innit?
Both of those can be triple.
They remind me of Sheffield United in a way.
Years past.
But in terms of they have better quality than Sheffield United. So like Tony, I think Tony's good enough to play for any team in the Premier League. I think he can play for any big 6 team. I promise you.
If it weren't for this betting scandal,
I know, man.
I think he'll be fine this season. He'll be next year.
No, he's done.
This season he'll be fine.
The season,
yeah, guaranteed.
If there was nothing wrong with
him,
I'd easily take him as a Kane replacement.
Yeah, he is the Kane replacement.
He is the Kane replacement, ideally, but
even the style of play.
But Brentford are going to want a lot of money for him.
Still, like
they will. I hear that, but I heard Raya's pricing isn't even going to be too much because on last year contract as well.
His contract's ending and he's not signing a new one.
But Brentford also know their position. They're not crazy breaded. Like as in they kind of know.
It's not like Brighton where Brighton will like say 8 million, stick to it.
Exactly.
But Tony will go for a good 50.
But no one has negotiated with Brentford in a while from like poaching from the top, so we don't know.
We don't know.
But Brentford, like I think I feel equal fear, but for different reasons between Brentford and Brighton. Fulham is the one where. If you're in good form as a big 6 club, you should be able to beat Fulham.
Exactly.
Even us out of form went there and beat them 1-0.
That was purely Kane.
Even you lot.
That's what I'm saying.
But even you lot beat them there last. I know it's last minute, but you still, everyone still had their turn.
You have enough.
Shh, bro. She's in the block. Just calm down, bro. You're gonna get some. Calm down.
That's what I mean.
Chelsea that could.
Exactly, but with Brentford on the other hand, these men are
not Fulham. Liverpool couldn't do it either.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
If you're in bad form and you're big 6 in a bad form, you're gonna drop points to all 3 of these lot. But these are the ones. Brighton and Brentford are the ones where even in good form, there's no guarantee you get points.
I think I say Brighton because style of football comes a long way. It's more sustainable, and if you're able to break teams down consistently, it means you're creating more chances. You're more likely to score goals.
I do think that I see Brentford taking more points off the big six.
I was about to say the opposite, because that's what I was going to say.
Because of the style of football,
style of football is only good like when you're on the top end of the table, right? Points is always what matters. Anywhere else on the table, right? And Brentford, the way they play, they're easier for them to get points off the big six.
Yeah, 100%.
Brighton will play the better football, but there's no guarantee they'll take it. And whereas on the low end of the table, they are just light years above what was below them.
Exactly.
So they'll easily pop through a lot of
I think Brentford and Brighton's actually like a derby kind of, basically.
It is.
Do they still have to play each other again this season?
Oh, I'm not too sure.
It's not a derby, but
no, as in
terms of where they are in the table.
They're very, very important games for them.
They're quite even, to be fair.
Very even on both of them. Both have good managers that are overachieving with the squad they've given, and they're utilising their squad quite well. What they have available in it. Like Thomas, Ben Mee's been very good for Frank. He's one of the top goal scorers. Like FPL is one of the best defenders in FPL to have.
Is it?
Yeah, bro, he scores better goals.
See what I mean? Like,
only Gabriel, I think, has more goals than him this season at the back.
Yeah, man. That's what I mean with Brentford. On paper, Brighton's team does look better than Brentford, but Brentford, wow.
Yeah, Brentford play Brighton the first.
But that's why I say Thomas Frank isn't a Tottenham kind of manager that people say he should go to Tottenham.
I
think his brand of football isn't that attractive.
It's not good for the upper tiers.
That's what I'm saying.
But
see, like I look at this and I see Brighton at home to Brentford on the 1st of April and at 3:00 kickoff. I think Brighton should win
Brighton
that
under
game.
the lights is a long day, bro. When you see Brighton with the sun, it's a long day. Bro.
That's what I mean. A 3:00 home game, like
that's
what I mean. So, like,
then again, the energy that Brentford gives, bro.
How do you say his name? Nordegaard.
Nordegaard. Yeah.
To be fair, Brentford, their last 6 games, they got Chelsea away. Forest at home should win. Liverpool away. West Ham at home.
See, Liverpool away, I think they can probably still get something there as well, bro. I don't see them dropping points at Liverpool.
That's what I'm saying. Like they both have to.
Man City, they have to play Man City.
Yeah, it's the last game of the season, bro. That's what I was saying. It's last game
at Brentford.
At Brentford,
yeah, I know, because they beat them at the
yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Brentford,
same mothers.
They're a hard side to
last game of the season.
Last day, bro. That could be the one. Literally, that could be the one.
Okay, maybe I'm a bit more hopeful, but. Because Brentford are a funky team, you know.
They are, bro.
They don't want to play Brentford last year.
We have to play Brentford and Brighton still this season.
You got points there at the big six.
Yeah.
Not pick up points, but not drop points.
Yeah.
It's worrying. It's
maximum points, isn't it?
I'm honestly quite worried for those 2 games. I'm more worried for them than it is Chelsea and Spurs, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, man. I think
just because of like the bigger fixture, we turn up more in it. But those are teams where you can't afford to sleep.
With me,
Oh, and Casemiro's missing for one of those, I think.
Oh, yes. Oh,
he's missing for one of those games.
Not Brentford he's missing.
Brentford, yeah. It's Brentford. And that was the same game he said, Man United, I'll come fix this. I'll come solve this. And
he's scared of him. That's why he's not playing.
I'm scared of Brentford.
With me, I think, it doesn't really matter who you pick between those two because they're quite similar in the points tally and stuff like that. But it's about the style of play and which.
For me, I think Brighton will just edge.
Yeah, I think they will just edge. I think Brighton are more likely. If you were to pick an unlikely top 4 contender, I would say Brighton's more likely than a.
One thing I like about both of them, their goals have come from a lot of different people.
Yeah.
I know we say Tony, the form is having but Tony hasn't scored in a little while now. Like he had a penalty the other day. But outside of that, like in open play, he hasn't scored in a little. He has a little bit of a gap in scoring, but it's been filled in other areas of the pitch.
Third top goal scorer in the league.
No, definitely great position. But a lot of those goals were scored earlier in the season.
I suppose.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Like, I remember after the World Cup. A
lot of those games that they have been unbeaten in, I think they've drawn a lot of them as well.
Yeah. If not, they'd be like climbing.
Yeah, exactly.
And Brian's now gotten stuff out of like Solly March and like I'm seeing how him back in form.
Solly March is cold.
He's back in form again, bro. There's a time where he was like, he just wasn't really like featuring much and. They have now the Evan Ferguson appearing.
I don't know what it is yet, but I just always see Brighton as this championship team. Like the way their team name sounds, like they just don't sound appealing.
The team name, and everything like that.
Where they are in the country as well. Like
mad similar to like Huddersfield.
Huddersfield. Thank you. I just don't really expect it of them, and the way they perform is just like wow.
It's a pleasure to watch. Honestly, they're out of the big 6. They're one of the best teams to watch.
No, 100%.
Even their games.
People say they have the 3rd most attractive football in the league after Arsenal. See, if anything, people have been arguing that is more attractive than City's this year as well.
I would agree with that. It probably has been more.
That's crazy to say. Like that's why I think with
Brighton. So do you see any of them pipping into Europe spots?
Yeah, no. Brighton will get in conference. Or maybe
any of them pipping into
Europa.
And who do they displace?
Ooh,
I don't see any of them doing it. To be honest.
No, I think they can displace someone. I think they could, if anyone, they could displace Newcastle in it.
I just don't see them doing it. I don't. Let's look at the gap.
Yeah, because I see
them 7th. I don't
they're
think
3 points.
That's what I'm saying. If it were to be possible that they do pip someone, it's
not like.
To be fair, they win their game. They're level on points with Liverpool with a game in hand.
I mean, if Newcastle,
remember they have 2 games in hand before.
They've got 3 games in hand on us.
Can do it, bro.
You're scared, don't lie.
Points on the board's better.
9 points behind us.
Points on the
board's better. Yeah, it's always better.
But I mean, in terms of for 6th, they maybe could do 6th.
That's what I'm saying. And like, if Newcastle do capitulate that badly, questions have to be asked about Eddie Howe's credentials as Newcastle.
Yeah, I think he should be finish
7th.
There'll be question marks going into next season.
Yeah, he'll have like a clean slate. No, it won't be like you're going into a good form. It'll be clean slate now. You got to do something this season now. Do you know what I mean? It won't be. There won't be pressure, but there also won't be any like backing.
I wonder what they expect. He's sort of been like, what's it called? It's his own fault sort of thing. Like he's a master of his own downfall sort of thing. Okay. Like he'll have increased expectations where the first half of his season was so good. Like now they expect
a push on.
Whereas if he starts bad and ends the season well, he's in good books. Whereas if he starts well and ends bad, it's like
like if it's season, let's say they finished 7th, right, and the season was reversed, so like they finished how they started. Everyone's like, he had a great season, but now because of where the expectation got risen to,
but just got scoring goals Newcastle at the minute. I don't know.
But if you ask Newcastle fans at the start of the season, if they're in this position now, they'll take it.
That's what I'm saying. 100%. Would you what I would have liked to know what the expectation among the board was like.
Before the season,
was it top 4?
It could have been top 10.
Yeah, probably could have been in it.
Because of where they were last season, how they managed.
I think they did scrape top 10
last year. Just about.
So I reckon maybe top 7 was
top 7.
So it's still a good
best of the rest kind of thing. Exactly.
I think either of these teams, I wouldn't be surprised. Fulham's the only one I think will probably fall out.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about Fulham.
I think Chelsea might even overtake Fulham in time.
Yeah, no, they will.
They should do.
They should do. They look like they're getting their stuff together.
I could even see Chelsea getting up to Brentford. I can see them finishing 8th.
Yeah,
because of quality in the name.
Quality in name and stuff like that. And big games like
Fofana's picking up form. They're picking up form.
Yeah, Fofana and Balotelli look like a nice partnership.
But for me, I think Brighton have just enough
to be
pip Brentford.
And be the best of the rest.
I'd love them to get.
I would love them to get Europe. I think they could. No, really and truly, Liverpool. I think Brighton could have actually won Europa if they were in not this season's Europa because there's a bit too many good teams in it. But the way Europa usually is, where people don't let you go for it usually, right?
I think that's the old style of Europa. Now there's a lot of big teams.
I don't know. I feel like more so now than ever because there's in the Prem especially. Do you think there's 6 teams fighting to get into the 4 Champions League?
Yeah, it's true.
Straight away, the 2 who don't, you're like, favourites for
favourites from last season. Everyone's like Arsenal United Europa final
all the time.
And then you look at the people who finished 3rd in the group, Juventus, Barcelona, massive clubs.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Europa's changed the whole framework.
The structure's been a lot better. It's got a lot more recognition, and that means if you've won one now, it's a bit more weighty.
It's a bit more weighty.
We got ours.
Because to be fair, last season West Ham got to a semi-finals of the Europa League. It depends season on season.
But West Ham were in great form last season, though. They
were good side last season. West Ham got to...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Brighton probably could have gone... The football they play, they could pop a lot of teams in Europe.
I'm agreeing with you. Rather than every season it being like this season.
Where
Arsenal have just they've just jumped massively ahead of schedule. Barcelona... we're in a group with Inter and Bayern. One of them are coming into the... it's just luck of the draw. No one expected Benfica to knock out Juventus in their group with PSG. So it's like, it does depend.
Now, another thing I was going to say about Brighton, this is one thing I don't know why, the owner never gets any stick. He doesn't inject enough money into the team for how much they sell players on for.
I
don't understand it, bro.
He's a pure businessman. I know.
White. Bro, where's the money going back?
They in his pocket, bro.
He pockets it all.
Apparently, he uses his own money though for the stadium and that because that seems pretty
so
nice.
Maybe he's paying himself back.
And they've got country suites the whole way around as well.
Maybe
Tony Bloom is a proper
businessman. He's a businessman. Yeah. But I was thinking for a while
even
now.
Even the name just sounds like a business.
That's what I mean. No, but thinking about for a while, like they saw their players quite good. They're tough negotiators. Where is it going back into?
I know.
You never think
they don't overplay.
You don't hear about their signings until
they perform
10 games in the Prem, and you're like,
and then
you have to look it up. You have to look it up, and you're like,
bro,
they got him for 3 million from there.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of their players are on less than 10k a week as well. Caicedo, he signed a new contract.
He's a mad cheapskate, but it's smart. So
he's
doing it right still. I respect it.
But they're not complaining because they're finding gems.
The only thing now though is I think Brighton's getting their reputation for finding gems. So clubs are going to be like, no, Brighton. I know what you're going to do to my man. You're going to improve my man. No. 10 more on top for you.
And then eventually they're going to get relegated. Like what's happened to Southampton?
Yeah, Southampton had that same model, because people clock on and be like, wait, no, you're stealing my players and you're making them an extra 40 million after.
Exactly,
I'm going to charge you half of what you're going to sell my player on for.
Southampton are just unlucky to the point where they were selling all these gems at where there wasn't so much so much inflation. Because Brighton are selling these players for so much bread,
bro.
Whereas Southampton didn't.
And what they're buying in return, just the difference is just crazy. Compared to Southampton, it wasn't that big of a difference, innit?
Yeah.
But clubs will start moving like that with Brighton because they're gaining a little reputation in football. They're like, you know what, like Dortmund's happened recently with Dortmund. Dortmund are now paying like more normal fees for players now, like the Haller sign and stuff like that. Or like the Adeyemi sign.
But Haller was already established though.
Yeah, true.
But you're like Adeyemi's and all of that.
Now they're paying the closer to the correct fees for these players rather than getting them on the cheap because you're a small club. Do you know what I mean?
I know Brighton's.
They're soon going to get in that reputation where it's
I don't know, Brighton. They haven't yet. Like I haven't seen them pay money for someone yet.
Prem still, they're still only in the England.
But they never shop in Prem Brighton.
They never,
so I think they'll be good.
Yeah, they'll be fine for a little bit longer.
They'll be fine. They're just.
It's until they hit Europe. When they hit Europa League, and then people start seeing like Sevilla start coming against Brighton and get popped by Brighton. Like, what are
they doing?
I would love to see that, because I hate Sevilla. I don't know why.
I hate them and Villarreal. Just have
they're just the biggest frauds. Like, you've won 4 Europa Leagues in the last 8 years.
Do you know how hard that is to do to finish? I think they purposely go into their Champions League group saying, we need to finish third. We need to finish third.
How can you just coincidentally beat Europa? Why do you want to win that trophy so bad, bro? I know it's a good trophy team, but why do you win it so many times?
So annoying. That's what I'm saying. No, because remember the country has no other competitions they can win as well. That's probably what it is. Like everything else goes to Barcelona, Madrid.
Yeah, Real Madrid and Barcelona never in that.
Atletico only get crumbs as well out of what Barcelona Madrid get as well. So
even when they won La Liga the other year, when they won La Liga the other year,
that's their 1 in 5. Do you know what I mean? It's their 1 in 5 or 6.
Yeah. Was it not a COVID one as well?
Who's that?
When Atletico won,
with Suarez.
Yeah. So you got to think like they're looking for trophies. What is possible for us to win? The Europa is the only one that actually makes viable sense for them to win it. They're not winning UCL
in it,
but the other two are dominating.
I think Brentford and Brighton, rounding up the topic, are definitely the best out of the rest, and I think
Brighton.
The funny thing is that we're counting Chelsea as the rest now.
It's true.
Yeah, like in terms of 7th and below and stuff, for me, Brighton.
Yeah,
I'd love to see them in Europe. Their style of football deserves Europe more than.
It deserves to show what the Prem's capable of.
I want them to go Conference League and just win that.
No, I think they can go high. I think they can honestly go far in Europa League. You know,
I
think they're a good enough side to do that.
I think for me, I just think Europa's a step.
Brentford, I don't think can't. Brentford will have the West Ham effects where it hinders their whole season because the quality's not there for the squad. Whereas and because the style of football, right? Style of football is more of a philosophy thing. So he can bring players in and they will still play the same way and put teams through tactics. I don't think Thomas Frank can do that with lesser players. I
think De Zerbi has 1 more season at Brighton, so it should be nice to see him in Europe. So he can even make more of a name for himself. Then he can move to a bigger club.
And let Brighton get another good manager after that as well. Someone will pick Brighton up in European spots or like just around that area. So,
but even Brighton's managing, the way they scout managers is like wow.
It's good. Honestly, it's talent, bro. Talent.
But
that's how we round it off. Yeah.